Good afternoon, Sonia.
Hi, Lilou. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, and thank you so much for accepting, for sharing once again your tools and because as you know, we're starting the 100-day reality challenge, and for 100 days, people all around the world are going to attempt to live with an open heart. And
Good.
yeah, and it's absolutely
Once you do
wonderful.
it for 100 days, you'll never go back.
So we're starting that on August 20th. And as one of the, we think that you're one of the teachers that really teaches us how to live in the heart. Tell us why it is so important for us to live from this space.
The most important thing is that the heart is where your spirit lives. It's your highest consciousness. It's your divine self. And the divine self is the self that can create and manifest and can attract and can elevate the state of serotonin in your brain and the hormones in your body, and it's the energy that is of the good vibration. When you're in your intellect, the intellect that is a fear-based frequency, and it contracts. It works on what was yesterday or what might be tomorrow. Only the heart lives in what is in present time, and you can only create in present time. So that's why if you don't live in your heart, you give up your power to create and manifest. You just end up reacting to life, and you lose all your power.
So is that why it's so juicy? It's
Yes, among other things, it's to live in your heart elevates your vibration. It reduces stress. It activates your intuition. It accelerates and sharpens your creativity. It helps you begin to see hidden connections between things. It inspires you. It establishes rapport with people that wasn't there, so it ends isolation. It's truly the only sane way to live.
and it seems it's more peaceful, I guess, and we access this
Right.
wiser part of ourselves. But it's not even the our wiser self. It's the higher wisdom, isn't it?
Well, the other thing that's interesting is that when you're not in your heart, you're living in the back of your brain, and that's where the subconscious mind is. And the subconscious mind are all the imprints of other people and old patterns and their negativities and their perceptions and false perceptions. But when you live in the heart, literally you're activating the pineal gland, the frontal lobe. The frontal lobe connects to the heart. So you live in the place of more accurate perception. You're not living with filters over you about what was or what could be or what you're not defended, and so you really interface the world more intensely and more accurately, and you have a richer, more joyful experience. But I think the best part is when you live in the heart, you realize there's no them. There's just us. So you have no enemies.
So
That
it's
way you can
oneness.
relax. Yeah.
Because we're all really the same, aren't we?
We're all spirit. We all share the same breath. When that breath is gone, party's over. So the heart is the spirit centered place of consciousness. So we begin to see things more accurately.
And you wrote a your latest book is Traveling at the Speed of Love. So
It's a good
truly,
title.
it's good. It's an amazing title, and it's coming out next year, isn't it?
It'll be out in March.
It'll be out
I'll
in
actually
March.
be doing in October at the I Can Do It conference in Tampa. I'll be actually speaking on traveling at the speed of love, but the actual book is out in March, so you can stay tuned for that on my website or Hay House. You'll see it, but I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, and so does that mean we travel at a faster rate? Otherwise, it seems like we waste so much time in our mind, comparing others with ourselves and being separated, and there's all this waste of energy when really, when we're in the heart, we're centered and it just goes like, and you're more connected, you have everything that life offers, isn't it?
Well, what happens when you travel at the speed of love is you're moving into the heart frequency, and the heart frequency flows with life and nature. It flows with the natural world. When your head, it's almost as though you're trying to push against the flow, like you're trying to stop the river, or you're trying to hold back the mountain, or you're trying to go against the grain, and it's very stressful and debilitating and physically demoralizing because you make no progress. It's exhausting. So when you travel at the speed of love, you catch the wave of life, you get into the flow, and when you're in the flow of life, things flow toward you. It's not always a matter of you having to go out and grab at everything. You kind of enter into a synchronistic collaboration with the universe where you do your part, but the universe meets you halfway. So it's quite an extraordinary paradigm shift. It's a whole different way of being.